Ba-ding! Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day of me having another largely unedited vlog. Thumbs up for that. Yay! At least I'm alive, and hopefully you're alive. That would be a good thing. Because if you're watching this and you're not, that's terrifying, and, well, thumbs up for that. Still though, hey, if you could toss me a like, that'd be cool. If you could subscribe to the channel, it'd be awesome. If you could leave me a comment, that'd be double plus good. And I wish I could put the names of all my Patreon patrons on screen again. I am very thankful for each and every person that is not only a patron, but that has donated and helped me through PayPal, that has purchased anything off my Amazon wishlist link, and for absolutely everybody that has helped me out through this horrific nightmare that my life has become. Thank you so very, very much. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. Which, first off, from comments, next door, you have absolutely nothing to feel bad about or to apologize for in this whole situation. Please, please do not feel bad at all. You did everything wonderful. There's a certain amount of deceit that is built into all mercantile systems. Being that, the idea is to extract as much value from the customer as possible while giving back as little as you can to maximize profit. There's going to be deceit built into that. So the fact that that bit of deceit got you, there's nothing wrong with that. You got caught up in manufacturing and all business. And with the situations that you described in the comments, oh boy, I am so sorry that you have to deal with absolutely anything at all like this. I can only hope the very best for you. But, again, do not feel bad. And as somebody in comments mentioned, apparently Amazon has a pretty lenient system for returns. If you'd like, I can try and box it back up and return it if there's a way that we can do that. So let me know in comments or email or anything like that. So thumbs up. Past that, again, thank you each and every person. And looking down here, I have a list that I've written down using Google Docs. So I do want to talk about this one. I went on a 7-mile walkies last night on my leg, and I have been taking my antibiotics as necessary again. I missed one dosage, but I have done great since then. There is slightly less swelling, but there was swelling when I woke up this morning. And there's still swelling. There's some discoloration. More discoloration than there was before, but it's not red, and it's not delicate. I mean, it is red. What I meant is it's not warm, and it's not extra painful. I made that sound absolutely awful because of the way that I was stuttering over my words. It is still swollen. There is more redness, but there is less heat. It still hurts. It's taking longer to heal up than I am absolutely comfortable with, which means it might not be cellulitis. It might be something like terminal bone cancer. Let's hope it's not, and let's hope that the antibiotics continue to do good things. I use an triple antibiotic cream for the outside of my foot where it's the reddest when I go to bed, but we shall see and hope. Oh, goodness gracious, my lip is right where it attaches to my nose. Once again, very itchy, because I have all my whiskers and they grow in and then they touch the bottom of my nose as I talk. Yay, gotta love that. But I went for a 7-mile walkies last night, and I'm still doing good on the walkies, even with the pain in my leg. About 2-3 miles into the walk, my leg won't hurt anymore. Now, that's not that my leg's not hurting, it's just my bodily system is just, everybody's systems filter out things. It's you don't register how your clothes feel. If you've got a cologne or perfume, you stop being able to smell it. Your body filters out stuff like that. Little pains like blisters or such like that, or the pain in my leg, largely get filtered out as I'm walking along. Now, I do want to talk about this one as well, because I was talking with four of you in comments about going for walkies, how the way I go for walkies, and I find it easier for me to go at night. I mentioned that I do understand his privilege. I don't feel bad about that, because I have thought about this for quite some time. I've even mentioned part of it, I think, a couple of years back. I am fully aware that I have a lot of privilege when I go walkies. I mean, I have the privilege of being male and white, and that is big. Back when I used to go walkies at like 3 o'clock in the morning, I just walked through residential areas. I would be followed by cops for a couple blocks periodically. They would just be going behind me in their car as I walked along and watching me and seeing what I was doing. And I know if I hadn't been a white guy, I would have been inside of the car having to explain what I was doing at 3 o'clock in the morning in a residential area. So yeah, I understand that right there is a huge amount of privilege, just being able to go out for walkies and not worry about getting hassled. And then the whole white male part, again, the male part, I have been fully aware of this one for quite some time as well. When I go walking at night, if it is feasible for me to cross the street, if I've got a woman walking on my side of the street, then I will cross just so that I do not appear threatening. I do my best to appear non-threatening as much as possible when I go out walking, because it is not good, especially in places like the United States, to be a woman or identify as one, because it is deadly. I will never know just how bad it is because of who I am and the situations that I'm in. I don't have to deal with worrying about whether or not a potential date is going to murder me because I decided not to have a second date with them. But half the population of the world does. So yeah, I am fully aware when I go out walkies and I can just zone out. There is a ton of privilege. So yeah, privilege does not mean you get, I gotta check my time and make sure it's recording. Privilege does not necessarily mean you're on top. It just means you're not getting treated as poorly as others around you on the same level. If you're getting any sort of benefit of the doubt, then yeah, you've got some privilege there. And it's not necessarily, your fault, so don't feel bad about that. Just try to be aware of it. Also, just as a real quickie, I watched this one fellow. He's a left-leaning fellow from rural Florida, below the fifth column. And he looks really rednecky. He's got a big old beard and he's rural type. But he talks about lefty stuff. And one of the things he's talking about is how one of the big things in the U.S., how the GOP is latched onto something that, once again, it looks like is blowing up in their face. They're all this anti-woke, anti-woke, anti-woke. That anti-woke only resonates with 39% of the country, which is still far too big. But that's only 39% of everyone in the U.S. polled, so they have to extrapolate, that they polled. But only 39% of them are behind them on this message. 56% of the United States citizens that they polled see woke as, that's a good thing. Oh, my dual shock 4 disconnected. Is a good thing. That's a positive thing. And that being anti-woke ain't good. So, yay, as the GOP continues to implode here in the United States. And then, of course, checking on my list here, all I really have left is just talking about some of the creative stuff, and it's scratching my nose on camera. First off, though, I'm going to talk about how, yes, I am uploading and playing Bloodborne again. I have never gotten past Rom the Vacuous Spider. I have just never been able to defeat that boss. I've defeated all the bosses up to that point. I actually remember being in Cairnhurst Castle with the Queen, though. So is that before or after Rom? Because I've been to Cairnhurst Castle in the past. I just don't remember how the heck I got there. So thumbs up. But yeah, I'm going to be continuing to play that, and I had never realized that with the camera hooked up there, if I'm just playing a game, it can record the voice before. I always thought I had to go through this stuff in my computer. If I had realized I could be doing voiceovers for my PlayStation 4 stuff before, I would have been doing that a long time ago. So I might be doing a lot more PlayStation gameplay stuff, especially since I can't edit. So we shall see on that. I just wanted to mention. So now, last night as I went out walking, I was thinking a lot about the Dempty family. Yay, Jacob and Monica, the two parents who run the place, and their 3 daughters. One of the things is because Kay and Nis, now Kay is just a human being whose third eye was accidentally opened wide by the actions of Nis, who is one of the 2 cryptid daughters of Jacob and Monica. There is Barb and Nis, 2 daughters who are fully cryptid, and then there's Annie, the 3rd daughter and the youngest, who is just fully human. Nis, wanting to have her friend Kay experience the world that she also lives in, gave her a booster. A booster adds to your presence, boosts you up far enough that you can see into the cryptid world and opens your 3rd eye. Genetically, Kay was one of those very few people that because it did that, it wedged her 3rd eye open, and all of her extra universal organs and sight, sensory organs, brain structures, and bodily systems came online, and she became fully aware and stuck in permanently the cryptid world. Now, hopefully that made some sense, because I sort of lost the plot there. But she and Nis, who again is a cryptid, are best of friends, and more than friends, they are very good for each other and are becoming a couple. But Nis's parents, Jacob and Monica, want the 2 of them to come out, and they'll have a celebration. Annie'll go out, kill someone in town, bring the body in, and they'll have a feast. Now, when they actually do get out there, Annie, in an attempt to further bond with Kay, asks her if she wants to go into town and find someone that looks and smells delicious. And once she does, then Annie'll just kill them. They'll put the body in the car, drive it out here, soak it. Actually, they don't even need to soak it because everyone's going to be there. Nis and Monica, and then there's Annie and Jacob. There's the 4 of them. They can all eat one body, so they don't even need to soak it. All they have to do is go into Brookerton, find someone that looks and smells delicious, knife them to death, bring the body out, and then feast. And actually, because of that, that gives Kay an opportunity to ask some of the questions that I want people to ask in this world. Like, why do you, Annie, you're human, why do you eat people, human beings? Kay is just curious. She's also leaning into this whole, I'm stuck in this world, I might as well get used to it and enjoy it. She's like, yeah, let's go into town. I'll find someone if you want to knife him, sure. But she asks, why do you eat people? And yeah, Annie once again explains it. Yeah, I'm a human being, and I eat human beings. My father's a human being, and he eats human beings. When we drive to Brookerton, we risk dying in a car accident. When we use our electronic equipment, we risk dying via electrocution. When we go out walking, we can get killed by wild animals, car traffic, anything. Life is a risk. You can either give up and crash to desktop on your own to get away from it, or you can just hide in your house, or you can accept that life is a risk and just live. And part of the risk of living is possibly you're going to get eaten by something. And Annie and Jacob fully understand that one. Every time they get into a car, they risk dying that way. Every time they go out going someplace, they risk being eaten. That's a risk. And even if people don't know that that's a risk, it is a risk. So they don't feel too bad about just knifing someone and then eating them. And so, yeah, Annie and Kay get to bond over murder and then bringing the body home to everyone to eat. Thumbs up for that. She bonds well with the family. Everyone likes her, and it's a good thing. So the Dempty family accepts Kay and Nis as a partner, paired couple, and it is a very, very good thing. Yay! Also, since I had mentioned that they just dump the occasional vehicle into part of the lake, I have mentioned before that there are artisans. Artisans are people that can craft and focus items where it focuses the cryptid energy, the ambient cryptid energy, into a pattern that they can push into an object and it will do a certain thing, like boost your presence or cloak or damp to bring it down so you can pass as human. There are other types as well. Two physical types that a lot of people use in the outer world is there are things that are looky-loos and look-aways. A look-away is just something that you look away from it. You can't focus on it. If you're walking right toward it, you'll start walking in a different direction. You won't notice you're doing it, but you will just avoid this area from a look away. Same thing with the looky-loo. It drags your attention to it. If you're close enough, you're going to go there. You may not understand why, but that's going to happen that way. The Dempty family have a look-away, a strong, recharging look-away at the end of the lake where they go dumping vehicles into it. They don't really have to worry too much about stuff in the vehicles coming up. A sinkhole in their first year of owning the land around the lake opened up underneath the lake bed. There was an underground cavernous area with water, but also a non-water area. This part broke out underneath the lake. 25% of the lake poured down into the sinkhole and filled up that cavernous area that wasn't filled, and then over the next couple years it went back up to its regular levels. Now this is where there's also some cosmic / existential horror, because when they discover this, Jacob hires some divers to go down and take a look at what happened, and yeah, it's clear water. Once you get down out of the lake part and down where the stuff collapsed through the sinkhole part, very, very clear water. And it's a fairly large shaft that fell inward. Something collapsed and it just brought the whole thing downward, and then this part collapsed. It's a pretty, no, I'm spitting. My apologies. So it's a pretty solid chimney leading downward, and it goes down about 100 feet and then it just opens up. I mean, it opens up in a crazy way. The ceiling is dark and there's just a jagged hole that leads upward. Past that, it's out. And they can't see any walls outward, and they can't see anything downward. It's just vast and empty and no features that they can see, which is weird because all of this water, there's no seismological evidence to show anything like that. Only at the Dempty family lake can you go down into here and find like a lake, an ocean, 100 feet under the surface. You go just 5 miles over in one direction, yeah, there's caving. You can go down, 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 down. There's nothing like this there. And when they get some sort of sonar stuff to try and find edges, a bunch of professional divers, there's nothing. It goes with the echolocation stuff, the tick, the ting, the sounds, and nothing comes back. Downward or to the sides, but there are these lights way down below, way down there, and way down there. They would have to be mighty damn big lights to be visible this far up. So it's pretty scary down there, and they recommend that the Dempties just don't go down there. The lake should be fine, but don't go down there. And so they just dump cars and stuff off that edge. They fall down through the chimney part and then down and away. So thumbs up on that. Still working on the Dempty family and all this cryptid lore. Yay! Thumbs up. Because there's plenty of existential / cosmic horror involved in all this stuff. Excuse me. And I'm at 21 minutes here, so thank you very much, each and every one of you, for having come along with me. I'm going to quickly go through, I'm hoping if I can get to my my thing here on the Chromebook. There is people that have left me comments. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect, and yeah, my brain. We have it's Relit, Tyler in reverse, thumbs up, thank you. John Dillon or Dillian, Dylan. It's small print, and I got bad eyes. Thank you very, very much. Jesse Koskinen, good to see you. Stephen Blanchard, hopefully I'm going to have more games again. And XENANTRHOPY, thumbs up, thank you. Saz King, greatly appreciated with lots of good advice. Floramu, thumbs up, thank you very, very much. Good to see you in comments. HATR, thumbs up, and I don't know if I can get past Rom the vacuous spider. I can do the other bosses up to there, but not Rom. Here's hoping. There's Lieutenant Waffle, greatly appreciated, and Shinra. Good to see you in the comments. And isn't it weird how the caves in Minecraft leave me absolutely terrified? But something of cosmic horror and all that, like Bloodborne, I'm just like, ooh, I gotta go see. Beyond the Capsule, greatly appreciated. Animo Dev, thumbs up. There's Cinema Horror. Hi, Chris. Thumbs up. Nexor EH. Once again, thumbs up, thank you. And about that other laptop thing, let me do some actual think and thought and all that. And I will definitely get back to you. Thumbs up and thank you. There's Ice Damon, greatly appreciated. And that is, well, I think there's JAYY. Hopefully you're going to be in the comments as much and as often. That would be greatly appreciated. So, son of a gun, thank you each and every person that has ever watched, especially now. So, thumbs up for that. I'm going to be uploading this. It's going to take forever. But still, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side. And I'm going to turn this on. That is a very good thing.